So welcome everyone for this December session for blind and visually impaired merge forward subgroup. So as any CNCF meeting, we all need to be abide by the CNCF code of conduct. So in short, be respectful and kind to each other. So today we have a new faces. So Randy, can you introduce yourself for the others that will see the record afterwards?
Sure. My name is Randy Horwitz. I found out about this group at SRECon Americas. Somebody introduced me to it. So I was happy to see that. So I had the chance to join. I've been in the industry for a while. Since 1999, sorry, my phone in the background there. I was with IBM for quite a bit. I'm about to start a role at Oracle as a senior site site reliability engineer. I'm excited about that, a little bit nervous because I haven't been kind of totally hands-on keyboard for a while. I've been doing some design and other things like this. But yeah, looking forward to joining the group and always happy to answer any questions. And I'm a big collaborator, so I look forward to collaborating.
That's awesome. And so Sandeep met you, is that
Right.
right?
Yeah,
Oh,
it
okay.
was
So you
Sandy.
did meet like one of our deaf members, right? Kind of like a
Sorry. Yeah, I did
yeah.
meet. I did meet.
Uh,
It's it. I since I'm between jobs, I just got up about a half hour ago here in the
yeah.
US.
No, no,
So
I just
yeah,
remembered, yeah, that the interaction. I was
yeah,
like, okay, I'm glad that Sandeep is spreading the word. Yeah, he's very lots of great energy and like, yeah, so
yeah. Totally. He was several times. He's like, "Hey, you need to join this group." I was like, "Okay," but I'm glad I did. Finally, I got around to posting in the Slack. So I look
yeah.
forward to following along and participating in these meetings.
Yeah, it is still a lot smaller than the Deaf and Hard of Hearing Working Group, which is also a lot older, right? We've been there for
Yeah,
a while, but I also heard that there are a lot fewer blind and visually impaired people than deaf
that's probably
individuals.
true.
At least
That's
that's something that Alex said. I was like, oh, maybe that's why. So I didn't know because
That's probably true. I think that, yeah, there's all kinds of reasons that might be we can get into. And this is the Linux part of the Linux Foundation, is that right? I
correct.
signed,
Correct.
so years and years ago, I was part of a working group. Somebody was working on a screen reader group for the Linux Foundation. Years ago, when we were using phone bridges, I was part of that. Yanina Saika was running that from the AFB. That's many years ago. So it was kind of cool to see the Linux Foundation again.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
Okay.
since it's just the two of us from like before, maybe Stefan, do you want to do like a quick intro and then I'll
Yeah,
go.
yeah, just first welcome Randy to the group.
Thank you. Yeah.
So I'm Stefan Estegracia. So I joined the group 1 year ago, something like that. Basically, I'm cloud native innovation lead for my daily job, and I'm CNCF ambassador since for 3 years now. And basically, I like to contribute to many non-code projects. I did a lot of contributions to many open source projects before 2000, starting 2000. So I'm quite old now in the open source community, and I would like to get the same atmosphere I got in the 2000 with the open source around cloud native. I'm managing every day, but in the community side and non-code projects like this one. So it's why I joined that group. So I started non-code contribution with the glossary project that as well Catherine started, and I follow her by chance. She continue as well non-code project, and this one is very interesting. Merge forward as well with the umbrella group that managed to get more visibility of all underrepresented groups.
Yeah. I think like it's glad to see you. So like we have the same taste that regarding non-code contributor projects, I see.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, and I'm Catherine Paganini. I'm based in Washington, D.C. Oh, and you are based in Luxembourg, right, Stefan?
Yes. Sorry,
Yeah,
I forgot that in Europe. I'm based in Luxembourg. Yes.
yeah. Because it's
Oh,
always interesting.
I
Yeah.
left out I'm in Austin, Texas.
Awesome.
So
Beautiful.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I always love asking that because like we're so global, and it's always kind of like interesting to see where people are calling from. So, but I'm originally from Germany. And yeah, so I am one of the founders of Merge Forward, and Merge Forward is basically, well, we launched Merge Forward only 3 or 4 months ago. So we started with the Deaf and Hard of Hearing working group. Then we had Deep Roots, which is basically BIPOC, so people, Black, Indigenous, and people of color, and the deaf and hard and the blind and visually impaired. And then so we always wanted to kind of have like an umbrella uh, um, group where all these diversities groups can live, because we all work towards the same goals, right? We want a more inclusive and diverse community. So we do want to collaborate. So we have monthly meetings, but at the same time, we want people also to be like the different communities within Merge Forward to be able to focus on their needs, right? Because if we have everyone kind of like wanting to work on projects, it's going to be messy because every group has very different needs, right? And then, so the goal is basically, yeah, having these different subgroups that are very focused on their needs and meeting people within their own communities. But then we also collaborate and have like cross-group initiatives. And so, yeah, I'm very excited. So if you haven't done that, feel free to join the Merge Forward channel on the Slack, on the CNCF Slack.
Okay, I'll do that. Yeah.
And yeah, well, we see a lot of things going on. And so projects that are cross group right now, we're working on a mentorship program. Stefan is actually collaborating on that as well. That is focused primarily on, our goal is to support people our goal is that this is for mentees from underrepresented groups, right? To help them become more visible. And so it is, and like kind of like get like more visible, more active in the cloud native community. And yeah, so people can team up to give a talk at a conference or career advice. So there are a lot of different ways people can be mentored. So I'm really excited about that. And then we're also working on trying to do like a travel buddy system, because Alex, whom you met on the Slack channel, was actually part of a panel last KubeCon in Atlanta. And that was just during the shutdown and the craziness at the airport. And then it got too crazy and he had to pull out in the last minute. And we were all very, very sad. Did understand that it's a very stressful situation. But then we were like, why don't we create like a little hubs of people, like everyone is traveling at these conferences from all over the world, and kind of like, why don't we kind of connect people? And so start maybe with people who kind of could benefit due to accessibility or some other needs that they have, and then broaden it out, because it's just, why not start the networking and the connection before, right? Like, so these are kind of like the things we're working on right now that are cross group. And then within this group, Stefan and Ivan worked on a best practices for conferences. There are several documentations that we can share or create together that then lives on a CNCF website. And then where we can point people to, right? Like one thing that I was really excited for the Deaf and Hard of Hearing working group, we did a guide to best practices when interviewing a deaf candidate.
Oh yeah. Yep.
And because I've noticed that, yeah, like I think also first, like, and I assume it might be similar to people who are blind as well, is like sometimes you don't know what the others don't know because you live in this world. And so sometimes you ask for things without giving context, and then people don't really understand it. And so like really collaborating with people who were deaf and people who are hearing, like me, I was always kind of providing my hearing perspective. It's like, well, I think this is a little bit more context. Like if you put it like this, it's not going to be clear. And so having something that is like that educates as well, like why do we need this?
Yeah.
And also gives more weight, right? Like if you send an email and say like, I need ABC, I always say sometimes people might just think you're being difficult, right? It's like, oh, why do you need this? This sounds silly. It's like, why would, because people don't know, right? And it's like, but if there is like a document that lives on a page that is from part of the Linux Foundation, it gives it a lot more weight. And it's like, this is actually a best practice. It's not like this person only wanting it. So those are kind of the things that we can do in this group. And so we're always looking for, ideas, projects. It's like things like if you have like something that you can benefit from, for example, chances are someone else also can benefit from it, right? Like, so it's a lot of the approach that we've done. It's like, oh, we've had people like, oh, they're actively looking for a job right now and kind of having challenges. Why don't we document that? And kind of like, so that's how it's been a little bit. And I've talked
having just come off the job hunting circuit, I had to do a bunch of interviews, and like you said, accommodations had to be discussed. So yeah, I wished I'd known about the resources, and I'm sure there's probably some things I can contribute. So
So basically, speaking about contribution on the Slack channel, I don't know if you noticed, we on every channel we have bookmarks there to point out the Google Drive folder where you put our working documents.
okay,
And as well the agenda of this meeting as well. We have an agenda for every sessions with action point, etc. there. Basically, the Google Drive documents are there to put our idea, to iterate before going to public website like the Contribute website. I put the link on the chat, and the GitHub project where the contribution have been done regarding how to get blind visually impaired in conferences easier for the organizer. And as well, Ivan wrote a document for managing how to use Slack with the screen reader.
Okay.
So there,
I'll check out the website and the stuff in the drive.
Yeah. Some people already know very well because they use Slack every day, but we've had like some blind individuals who said like they're really struggling with Slack. So it's like maybe
it was a large learning. It's a large learning curve. I've been there. Yeah, it's a pretty large learning curve. So yeah.
Indeed. And then on the last bookmarks, we have the YouTube channel when you get all the recordings for previous sessions, and that one as well will be there as soon as it's been uploaded by the CNCF team.
Awesome.
So the current project we are working on, we have some open question on the public documentation we put on the Contribute CNCF website. We would like to reorganize a bit the way the information is presented, because we have duplicated information for every groups there, for the organizer, for instance, and then we have documents for people that need support, like the one Ivan wrote for screen reader for Slack. So we created idea document in the Merge for Work project, more across all groups, because we all contribute to this same website. So to decide to manage better the documentation there. So probably it's a good start to see if you have ideas like on that subject. I can share the link to that document if I find it back quickly.
I'm on it. Let me just I put it in the Zoom Slack, and we'll also put it in the agenda so we can have a direct.
So basically, in this as any CNCF monthly or bi-monthly meetings, we have the agenda with meeting notes, etc., to let people that cannot attend the meeting to continue to follow the project. Voila.
Yeah, and anyone can add stuff. So if you have something you want to discuss in the next meeting, you don't want to forget it, just add it to the agenda now. Like it's like So, and it's not like driven by anyone. It's all like community driven, right? Like anyone can add their.
That's great. Yeah.
Can help drive the agenda. It's all our jobs, basically.
Got it.
Okay, do you have any question about how to contribute together in this group?
Sounds pretty straightforward. When we get documents ready for publication, like, do you guys use Git pages, or what does the Linux Foundation use to
So
publish the
basically,
sites? Yeah.
so the website is managed by, if I remember well, it's it's a static website. I don't remember
Yeah.
the website engine that use this. So basically, we write Markdown documentations, and then the website is compiled in the PR for preview
Hmm.
before the merge. And as soon as this merge is available on the contribute.cncf.io website, under best practices, we have our article there.
Okay, great.
Yeah. And another thing I
And
forgot to mention regarding this group, which we're still going because we don't have a lot of members yet because, as mentioned, it was hard somehow, like it's hard to find blind and visually impaired people somehow, much harder than I thought it would be. But one of the things that the Deaf and Hard of Hearing Working Group has really mastered is kind of like the networking and support that they are creating
Mhm.
amongst them. So hi Hamza, haven't seen you in a while. Um, so yeah, so so they just support each other, help each other, mentor each other. We have now someone who just from Colombia who just got a job at someone else's company, so he kind of helped through the supported through the application process and so on,
Mhm.
referrals and so on. Also, I think Alex from this group once said, like, it's so hard to find SREs who are blind, and now we have three. It was like, this is so amazing because it's like I've never had the opportunity to kind of talk to another SRE who's blind, like so. I think a lot of it. So during these meetings, we want to talk about projects and things like that. But my hope is that at some point, it's just like also like the Slack is
Yeah.
a platform to connect with your peers. I don't know, bounce off ideas, whatever, right? Like, but having the supportive network because, like as you said, there are only few people. And it's not easy to find other deaf SREs in your workplace because, right? But
Right.
yeah, if we have a global group, we can slowly connect people and then yeah. So the supportive network, I think that is one of the biggest benefits, but it's something that happens organically, right? It's not something that can be dictated, it just happens. Hi Hamza, how are you? And you're on mute.
Ramsa, you're on mute.
Hi, Catherine. How are you doing?
Good. So we have a new member, Randy. So maybe do you want to introduce yourself real quick and say hello?
Okay. Hi, Randy. My name is Hamza. I am from Kano, Nigeria, and I'm open source advocate here at Open Source Community Africa.
Yeah, and we haven't seen you for a while, so glad to have you back.
Yeah, nice to meet you, Hamza.
Yeah, thank you. I'm off. Okay, I'm off the grid for a while, but now I'm back.
Very good. Also, quick note, I do have another meeting at the half hour, so I have to go off early.
Okay.
And
So
Are there some
speaking,
resources I should share on my LinkedIn or something like that? Like there's stuff pinned in the Slack channel. Should I share the website? I don't know if anybody would be willing to join, but then I don't know if people check LinkedIn half the time, but I don't mind spreading the word on
yeah,
LinkedIn,
so I'm gonna
Facebook,
show you
whatever.
something. So I think we should all be doing this. I just recently posted this on LinkedIn. I'm just gonna share it in Zoom Slack, and I'm adding it at the agenda. Where I basically kind of am saying like what it is. This is about Merge Forward. So I feel like every group can do this, right? Specifically, Merge Forward, of course, is about everything.
Sure.
But yeah, we should Yeah, I mean it takes a little time, and people will trickle in over time because they're like as we just established, there are not that many people out there, so reaching people is a little harder. But like someone may know someone who may know someone and so on, and then like if they see it, right, that does help. So yeah, I'll share, put this here. So yeah, if absolutely please do if
I can share your post or something like
no, I
that.
mean, like,
Yeah.
not mind post. If you can create something similar, but for this group
Okay.
specifically,
Okay. Sure.
mine is just an example of how to.
All right.
Well, you can also share my post if you want to, but
Either
then
way.
it's like merge forward general, but like creating something similar, but specifically for this group, right? And
Okay.
talking to blind and visually impaired people specifically.
If it's useful, I don't mind. I'm just learning about the group, of course, but sure, happy to spread the word.
Yes, and if you did it, you can share as well on the Slack channel. You did a post on LinkedIn to amplify for.
Of course. Sure.
Mostly what we are doing
Yeah.
usually.
It's funny how Slack has turned into the new email, right? Or just as important, the folks a lot younger than me barely check their email. It's still a habit for me, but Slack has kind of turned into the new email at a lot of places.
Yes, indeed. So basically, we come back on the agenda of the meeting, except if you still have a question on how we manage contribution, how we work today on the group. We had two topics there. Was Skillcred beta exam. So we have been contacted by, I don't remember her name. Let me check because I put a link there to remember. Yes, Amy. So Amy requests a test on an exam on the Linux Foundation education exam. That's the Skillcred one, to check how the screen reader can manage to be used for the exam. It was an open point we raised a few sessions ago about how blind people can manage to take an exam from the Linux Foundation. So the one with multiple choice questions, or as well they have sessions with virtual desktop embedded inside proprietary web browser. Is not your browser, is the browser that you have to install from
Yeah.
the proctoring vendor. And then we would like to know how is the experience of blind people to use such platforms. So first we got a message for testing one named Skillcred. So Skillcred is a small exam that tests your ability, for instance, to use Vim or to know very basic tools. And after that, we would like as well to assess how TKA or other exams, so the Certified Kubernetes admin or developers or security, that are commonly passed by cloud-native enthusiasts, to be sure that blind people can as well manage to take this exam. So as the test has been managed by Ivan, I keep the topic for the next sessions when Ivan will join to answer how was the outcomes of testing this exam with the screen reader. Then the next topic was as well about user experience on the new platform we'll have to use starting next year, if it's confirmed, Catherine, that we don't have any more Zoom account to manage such meetings. We'll have to use the platforms that host the community, the CNCF communities. So the name of this platform is BVI, and basically is the tools that is embedded inside your web application. It's a web applications. It's not dedicated applications. That is close to Google Meet, I see, more or less. You don't have all the features as Zoom has. And as well, I even did some tests. So it's why I keep as well this topic open to see his experience. He already shared some experience on Slack channel. If you read back the thread on this topic, you can see that it's not so easy to find back the chat, for instance.
No. Yeah.
If you already have an experience to use it.
No, I have not. I haven't
Yeah.
tried the new, I forget the name, you just said it.
It's
But
Bevy. Is the
Bevy?
yes. Basically, when you will use it,
Mm-hmm.
as you did, you have to register to the events, and then as soon as the event starts, you will have to click join event on the same web
Oh,
page as you registered.
I guess I
And
did. But it'll just go to a different link. It won't go to Zoom next time, I think is what you're saying.
yes, it's something that we got from Catherine, but she left, we'll check it asynchronously in the chat to
Okay.
inform everyone that the Zoom link is not working anymore, or
Okay.
it will be there only the last time in January. I don't
Yeah.
know exactly what will be the deadline. Uh, Probably they would like to stop end of year subscriptions. I don't know exactly when they started the subscriptions. Most of the time it's the yearly subscription.
Yeah.
So, but in the meantime, we had to manage to test these platforms to share if it's usable enough for such group. I know that as well the hard, sorry. Diff and Hardering people already managed to test these platforms, and there is no live captioning, for instance, on these platforms. So they have to have someone that translates everything by sign
Mm-hmm.
language to be
Right.
sure that it's not always the case. So let's see how does it goes. Voilà, it was the last topic on the agenda. If you have something else to address, so feel free to speak now, because we have some times now to continue the discussion if you want, or if you have time to do so.
I'm kind of on vacation, so I'm working on brushing up on my Python. So
Okay.
so I have so are you looking for some testing of the new platform? I can do that. Should I look back in the Slack? I was able to register for this event pretty easily. I mean, I didn't have a testing mindset, but I don't remember any problems registering for the event.
Now for the
Or
registration is quite easy,
yeah, that's pretty
and to
straightforward.
join the
Yeah.
event is the same button, because the button
Yeah.
change by
Yeah.
join instead of register as soon as
Yeah.
you register. And you can join 15 minutes before the event, because
Okay.
the platform will start the event only the 15 minutes before. And then it's similar to Google Meet or every tools, but instead of having a dedicated application like Zoom, is embedded on the Google
Yeah.
on your web browser.
I've used Google Meet quite a bit for one of my job. They call them job search councils. It's kind of a job hunting support group.
Mhm.
So Google Meet works pretty well. I haven't tried the platform you mentioned, but if it's a lot like Google Meet, that could be promising. But if I can help
Okay,
test
so
something, happy to.
let's see. And because since it will become, because they stop Zoom for every project as well, so only as well the CNCF product, so the technical
Mhm.
meetings as well will be managed with this platform, I guess. So that means that the amount of user will grow,
Yeah.
and probably if we have issue with accessibility on the tools, we can contact the BV software vendor to manage updates
Okay.
on it.
That's good.
It's something as well we can manage in our group, is to
Yep.
get information from the users about user experience and share with the vendor to have a better experience for others afterwards. I
Yeah.
think for the diff and hard-hearing people, they did it for Zoom because they started just 2 or 3 years ago. And at that time, Zoom was not so easy to use with live
Yeah.
captioning, etc. And they got some feedback from this community because it's easy to get access from the CNCF community or Linux Foundation community to get access to the vendors that manage such tools.
Right. I think Stefan, you mentioned no coding projects. Did I hear that right?
Yes.
So you've been involved. What sort of what kind of projects do we have that are no or low code? And I'm sure there's hundreds, but I'm kind of
So
curious
I
if you can
said
chat.
that I contribute. I would like to contribute to no code.
Yeah,
It's not no code tools. It's non code contributions in opposite of coding
got
projects.
it. Okay.
So
So like,
basically, it's community oriented. So the first one I managed to contribute was a glossary project. So it's glossary.cncf.io.
okay.
Basically, this project contains a list of terms used on cloud native ecosystems, and every of them is short and easy to understand, as well understandable by salespeople or non-technical people. And the initiative grows, and now we have as well translation for multiple languages.
Sure.
And I contributed to translate in French the terms. And then I met Catherine there during I did a session in KubeCon Paris 2 years ago with a
Okay.
panel for non-code contributions
Yep.
around the CNCF, and I met the diff and RDring group there. I speak with them, and we decide as well to do the same for blind and visually impaired, etc. And we grow like that. And because I'm managing technical and code every day, daily in my job, I don't want to do the same in my free time or
I know the feeling.
yeah.
Sorry to interrupt. I know I know there's some people who
But I
want to
would
code
like
20.
yeah. And I would like to still connected to the technology because I like technology, and this kind of
Right.
initiative
Yep.
is great because it's linked to the technology I like, but not as I do my daily job.
You're preaching to the choir, as we say. Yeah, I get it. There's some people that just like to program 24/7, no matter what it is. I like to do something else as well. So
Yeah.
I get it. Yep. Well, thank you. I don't think I have any more questions. I'm excited to get going. I confess I don't have any agenda topics, but I'm sure I'll think of some
No,
that I
no
can
problem.
do through the
It's your
team.
first meeting, so
Exactly, right.
don't hesitate to communicate on Slack asynchronously.
I will
So
not.
I'm not sure if we will
Yeah.
be available in the next couple of weeks because we have holiday sessions.
Of course. Of course. Yep.
But probably in the beginning of next year, we'll be more active on the Slack channels. And if you want to interact with Ivan or sorry,
Nice meeting you too, Hamza.
Ivan or as well Alex in the Slack channel, don't
Yeah,
hesitate.
no problem. I'm not overly shy, as you can probably tell. So
Yes, I
look,
noticed that.
looking forward to
Did you?
getting.
And I have one question for you. Did you already attend a technical conference like KubeCon or others conference like that?
SRECon Americas was
Okay.
for a while my previous company wasn't keen on paying for people to attend
Okay.
conferences, but I was able to attend SRECon Americas last March. That's where I met Sandeep.
Indeed, I remember now.
KubeCon would be nice to go to, especially given my new role. But I probably need to spend some time at the new company first, at Oracle for a little bit. But yeah.
Okay, let's see. Looking forward to meet you in person. But in the
Yeah,
meantime,
that'd be
we can
great.
continue to discuss asynchronously on Slack channel or here in the monthly meeting. So thank you and welcome again to this group.
You're welcome.
I wish you a great happy holidays now and happy Happy New Year's coming soon. See you next time in BV or Zoom. We don't know yet. Let's see. And stay tuned on Slack channel. We will communicate about that if we keep Zoom or have to move to BV now. And voilà. So thank you again. Have a good day. It's the beginning of the day.
Yeah, it's I'm in Texas. It's 9:48 in the morning.
Okay, so
In Luxembourg, it's probably late afternoon now, right? You're probably
yes, it's almost 5 now. So
okay. Well,
the evening the sun is now over. So
you are much closer to your weekend then. So that's
yeah.
but I won't. I took French in high school, but I won't try to butcher and tell you how to tell you how to have a good weekend. I don't want to butcher that, but I took French in high school 100 years ago. But nice meeting you, and I look forward to future meetings. Okay.
Okay, looking forward. Bye bye. Have a nice day
Bye-bye.
and have nice holidays. Bye bye.
Same you.